My name is Craig Quigley. I'm the Executive Director of the Hampton Roads Military and Federal Facilities Alliance. That is a nonprofit organization that is designed to get and keep federal facilities to the region. Base realignment and closure, the last time that was held was in 2005. So that has been proposed by the administration every year for the past 5 years, including this year. Congress will ultimately have its say as to whether or not that is authorized. What it will look like all depends on the language in the legislation. So let's start there. But the way that a region, a city, a county, a state prepares for a round of base realignment and closure is to have a constant dialogue with the leadership of that installation. If there are issues, problems, challenges, deal with them in the moment, so that if the Congress decides to authorize a BRAC, no matter what the language may include, you are as prepared as you humanly can be for that moment. Well, Naval Station Norfolk has a lot of wonderful attributes. Its sheer size makes it powerful. It's the largest naval base in the world. It has quick access to the Atlantic Ocean, excellent quality of ship repair businesses in the region, excellent training ranges off the coast, but I take nothing for granted. So if there is ever an issue that would have an adverse impact on the future of the Norfolk Naval Station, we try to deal with that right now. We will do our very best to bring whatever entities to bear to solve that issue. Is it transportation? Is it quality of the public education system? Is it sea level rise? Whatever that might be, do your very best to do. At the Naval Station, because it is a large installation, I have surface ships, I have submarines, I have aircraft, both fixed wing and rotary wing. I have a variety of staffs. Maintenance, logistics hubs, it's all there. But do I have real estate available that can be used for other things that are brought from other places? Absolutely. So if the positive attributes of the Norfolk Naval Station are so strong that they are a logical destination for other elements from an installation somewhere else that would be closed, we would be glad to have them in Hampton Roads. You ask a good question, because I have thought about that quite a bit myself, and I have asked a lot of people their thoughts and reaction to it. The whole reason that the joint basing structure was invented, it came out of the 2005 BRAC round, was to save money, was to be more efficient, combining the staffs of 2 or more installations, and the net would be fewer people to accomplish the same thing. Now here we are 12 years later after those decisions were made, and the money savings have been disappointing. It's not zero, but it's just not as much as the goal was to achieve in the first place. So I'm not at all sure that we're going to see any further consolidation or the creation of additional joint bases. And to your point also, Brock, if there is a round of BRAC, I'm not sure that we know how to deal with a joint base in that environment. I'll give you one example, a joint expeditionary base, Little Creek, Fort Story. So the senior service there is the Navy, but the Army also has a significant stake in this. There are still pieces of Army at Fort Story. Who gets the 51% vote? If the Navy should choose to say, you know what, I want to close the Fort Story part of that, it is very likely the Army would say, wait a minute, I have a vested interest in this and I get a voice. So those sorts of debates and arm wrestling matches, I don't think we know how to deal with those yet. So that's going to be the topic if another BRAC round is approved.